Thanks for pressing play. Brian here at Fitzpatrick's Garage, Dublin Road, Kildare. I want to show you this car here, 2016 Hyundai i30 Deluxe. So if you're in the market for a car that is actually a really reliable car, something that's actually easy to run, something that looks nice, and something that's actually quite nice to drive, then these have been one of the best sellers we've had over the last couple of years. If there's information you want on this car, please do give me a shout. 086 843 1945, 086 843 1945. Call, text, WhatsApp, whatever suits, if you want information about this really nice i30. Brian's my name, and we are Fitzpatrick's Garage, a family-run business in operation for almost 70 years. And in this video, what we're going to do is we're going to have a look around this car in terms of features on the outside, features on the inside, and we're going to have a drive in the car as well. And this particular example, we know it really well because the car has a full service history through the garage from the start, so we've always maintained the car as per proper Hyundai manufacturer specifications. Let's start off by going for a drive in the car. We'll see how it performs, and then when we're back, we're going to have a look around the outside and the inside of the car as well. In terms of acceleration, there's good power in the engine, so starting off, first gear, into second gear, 50 kilometers an hour, up to 80 kilometers an hour, into third, about 100 kilometers an hour. We're just joining the motorway, and into fourth gear to 120 kilometers an hour. In terms of fuel usage, actually they're quite good as well. So normal people usually average somewhere in the region of about kind of 5.5 litres per 100 kilometres, which is around 50-55 miles per gallon. Again, that's one of the reasons that commuters bought these cars. Road tax for the year is 180 euros. They were just really good all-rounder. They were actually really a smart looking car, and they still are. But in terms of how they drive, there's nice driving position. There's a couple of cool things. Even on the steering wheel, you can actually change how sensitive you want the steering to be. So somebody wants really light steering, or somebody that wants more heavy, sporty kind of steering, you can adjust the settings over through here. But after that then, like we were saying, you just got nice visibility around the place. There's a nice road position, gearbox feels lovely, steering feels lovely. It's just a nice car to drive. These i30s actually were one of the best cars that we sold over the years. They were super reliable. So many people bought them for things like commuting, and a lot of people put a lot of mileage on them, and they were really reliable. And like what we said, they're actually a really good looking car. So on the outside of the car, everything's colour coded. There's a nice bit of chrome along the bottom of the windows. Door handles, wing mirrors are all the same colour. And from late 2015 onwards, they also had these really nice diamond cut wheels, which are actually nice and shiny. So there's a lovely reflective finish off them when the sun shines off them, or also at night time under artificial light. The front of the car then also gets nice daytime running lights around the fog lamps. And then after that, you've got double optic headlights in through there. So there's actually really good light when you've all the lights shining at night time. And again, keeping on the theme of later 2015 into 16, they had this nicer grille at the front, which has those little chrome sections along through here as well, which look quite nice. They really got the design of that car right when they actually made it first. And actually some people, even when the newer model came out, they actually still preferred this particular shape over the new one. And as a deluxe model then, it'll also have parking sensors along the rear of the car as well. And in terms of condition, actually, it's really nice condition throughout. The car has actually been really well looked after. We're going to supply it with a NCT complete and a warranty, and we're going to supply the car with a really comprehensive service done before somebody buys it as well. Get around to the inside in the boot. So there is a spare wheel. Doesn't sound like a big thing, but you would not believe the amount of cars that do not have a spare wheel anymore. In terms of the boot on the inside, and the boot's in nice order throughout as well, so it's been well looked after. One point to note on i30s, the rear of the seat in through here where the boot is, it can most certainly be cleaned and improved, but it is an area that does sustain wear. It's a kind of leatherette kind of setup, so not leatherette, it's sort of a plastic kind of setup, but it is easy to scratch. So if you are looking at i30s, it is a common area that you will see scratching on, but it is overall very well looked after in terms of both sides and down along the bottom as well. Closing on the boot then, you have a handle over here, so if you are not as tall as other people, that is going to be helpful. Right, after that then you have child locks over here, electrics for windows in through there. And in terms of the back then, 3 head restraints, 3 3-point safety belts, there's an armrest up through the centre, and there's good room in the back. For example, if I was to sit behind myself at 6 foot, this is the kind of legroom I'm going to have, this is the kind of headroom I'm going to have. And the other thing as well is then you have ISOFIX on this side, and then where my bum is here, you've also got ISOFIX as well. And sitting in the car, this is the kind of view that you're going to have when you're looking around the car. I'm going to take off these covers just to film the front of the car. So understandably, since COVID-19, everyone has gone really bananas in garages on sanitisation and stuff like that. So we just keep these covers overall. But just to show you, this is the kind of condition that the seat is in. So this is a common area that seats wear. So that's in really good condition down both sides. This is height adjustable, and it has lumbar support for lower back, which in fairness didn't come on the model after. which a lot of people were giving out about. Electrics for windows in through here, electrics for mirrors over through there, and then there's folding mirrors in through there. And one other point of note, which is really rare got in cars now, there is a height adjustable passenger seat. You would not believe the amount of cars that no longer have that. And in fairness, that's probably why you can get really comfortable in these cars, because there's good height adjustment, there's lumbar support for your lower back, and the steering wheel also has a rake reach function, which means you can pull the steering in and out and you can bring it up and down. And while we're talking about the steering wheel, driver's airbag, I have an airbag over here, I have an airbag up here, I have side impact protection beams, I've got anti-lock brakes, and the passenger gets the same treatment over there as well. And when you're sitting in the car, this is the view that you're going to have. So you got these nice big bright clocks. There's a trip information computer for average speed, fuel efficiency, all that kind of information in through there. Cruise controls over through here to help set, maintain or limit your speed. Bluetooth is down through there, which is also voice activated. And that means I can...
Please say your command.
FM 104. Over through here then, you will have things like...
104.
So that's really handy, and you can also call people in the same fashion as well. Wipers over here, headlights over here, and this deluxe model also has automated headlights which come on at night time. Down through the centre, compared to a lot of cars these days, it has a very simple, straightforward screen, but you know what? It is simple and straightforward. You can stream music through Bluetooth, or you can use your USB down through here as well. Things like heating controls in through there with front and rear windscreen demisters, and obviously air conditioning, which is quite useful as well. 6 forward gears, and they drive really nice, as we would have seen already. Parking sensors we talked about as well, and then handbrake with drinks holder in through there. So there you have it. That is a really nice 2016 Hyundai i30. We can take a trade-in, we can do finance on a car like this, and as we were saying, it's going to be supplied with a warranty, and it's going to have an NCT, and it's going to be comprehensively serviced before you buy it. So if the i30 is of interest that we have, please do not hesitate to give me a shout. Brian is my name, 086 843 1945. Call, text, WhatsApp, whatever suits, and I'll be happy to talk to you about any of the details of the car. And if there's anything that I missed, please just let me know. And if you're watching on YouTube and you think the video is useful because you wanted more information about these i30s, then please do like and subscribe, because it lets me know that the video is useful. Thanks for taking time to watch.